In 2004, I started my teaching career. I taught sixth grade, and it was one of the most difficult experiences of my life. I'd left my home and family to teach at a school in a city where I didn't know anyone. All of my friends were off getting married. My dating pool was bone dry. I didn't have this dog. Both my class and sixth grade team were difficult to work with, and I didn't think I was cut out for the teaching profession. I was somehow convinced to stick around for another year teaching fifth grade. And things got a little bit better in a younger grade, but not by much. Topped things off with seasonal affective disorder, and the fall and winter of 2005 were absolutely brutal. I never considered suicide, as my religious beliefs led me to believe that I'd be damned to hell if I did it. So I was stuck with another bout of pretty hardcore depression. Around Christmas time that year, I read an article in the Ensign, a magazine for Mormons, where the author wrote about her struggles with depression. She shared an experience where she kept a poster in her bedroom, and each night she'd write down something she was thankful for. I decided it couldn't hurt, so I got myself some poster board, and my 2006 New Year's resolution was to do the same. It was hard at first. My mind was so focused on what I didn't have, and I was so trapped in negativity that it took some work to find things to be grateful for. But I did the work and managed to write something down on my poster each night before going to bed. I also knelt down and prayed my thanks to the Mormon God I believed in at the time. I did this every day for a few months. And it wasn't long before I noticed a change. I went from finding it hard to find anything to be thankful for, to finding it hard to limit myself to only one thing each day. My circumstances hadn't changed, but I had. I was happier and I made more friends. I started to enjoy teaching. I developed enough courage to audition for a community theater production on the fly. And 4 months after I began my gratitude practice, I got a lead role in that musical and a date with the show's producer, who later became my husband. Well, my now ex-husband. The gratitude didn't solve all my problems, clearly. Eventually, the old habits of negative thinking returned, and I hadn't yet learned the other valuable skills that could have helped me through my first divorce. But at the time, gratitude helped me a lot. Now again, I'm not saying gratitude is a cure-all. I know firsthand that depression is a very real, very scary condition, and I cannot recommend therapy and or medication enough. It's my hope that if any of you watching this are experiencing depression, you reach out and get the medical help you need. But if you want a leg up as you start your treatment, I highly recommend the daily practice of gratitude. It sure can't hurt.